Hey, what's going on? It's Jason Clinkscales, a Sports Scribe at sportscribe.blogspot.com. You know, the usual stuff I do with videos. I try to take you somewhere where, some of you haven't been yet, or some of you have been. You just want to get a little bit more of a glimpse. But this time I'm doing something a little different. I am probably wondering where I am. I'm standing in the middle of a parking lot. Why am I standing in the middle of the parking lot? Because I'm trying to figure out how to get over to this brand new, actually ongoing construction of another stadium here in the New York area. I'm talking about Red Bull Arena. Now you wonder, what the heck is Red Bull Arena? Red Bull Arena is actually for the MLS franchise we have here in the area, the former Metro Stars. It became Red Bull New York a couple years ago when the energy drink company purchased the team in hopes of actually finally putting a soccer-specific stadium here in the New York, New Jersey area. And that's what's standing behind me. Problem is, I have no idea how to get over there in terms of just walking. There's, well, it's just been a trek just trying to get over here, let's put it that way. But this area, it's very industrial area to say the least. You could sort of say a little bit of the Rust Belt going on over here. There's a lot of the manufacturing towns in New Jersey. I'm actually east of Newark, which is right over there. And you guys know I've been in Newark a few times this year for the Prudential Center, some Devils games out there. But actually, this place here, it's supposed to be ready by March. There's been a lot of politics behind it in terms of getting up and ready. It's been delayed, it's been pushed back and forth, all sorts of things. And I guess they figure, well, let's just go ahead and do it now while the economy is still, while it's reeling, to say the least. Do it now before it gets real bad. So it's going to be a small soccer-specific arena, as mentioned, more like the European style of buildings. If you take a look at Wembley Stadium in London and a few of the other major soccer/football stadiums around the world, this is going to be a far smaller scale version of that. It's going to be about, I think they said 25,000 seats, probably a little bit less than that. My math is a little fuzzy on that, but there will be links below this video. You can take a look and decide for yourself to see if you're interested in checking it out at some point. But it's supposed to be more European style, where you have the open roof in the middle. It's sort of like we were used to Texas Stadium for the Dallas Cowboys, and their new stadium that they're moving into this year, where just the center of the roof is open while the rest of it's sort of sheathed, not sheathed, covered from the elements. It's similar to that, only the difference is that in a lot of those soccer style arenas and stadiums, they actually just have the pitch, as they call the field, open to the elements, and the fans are sort of under that. So it's going to be a little bit bigger in terms of that that hole exposed to the elements. Not much in terms of character yet. It's basically a shell of, it's basically the skeleton of the stadium, and they're starting to put in the cement and all the rods and such in order to get the seating ready for it. But it should be interesting. It's going to be very, very new to the New York area. We're not used to having a soccer presence, even though the Red Bulls/Metro Stars have been around for maybe 13 years or so. I'm not exactly sure how long it's been. But they're currently playing that Giant Stadium, which, as you know, is about to be replaced by a newer Giant/Jet Stadium, which you've seen some videos and pictures of in the past. So this is what I have for now. I'll do a few pictures if I can. First of all, if I can even just get over to the place, I don't even know how, but that's going to be interesting. If not, I've left enough links here and enough information, and I can't talk today. I left enough information here so that you can get a glimpse of what this place is going to look like, what it's supposed to look like, and just see what's going on with it. So actually, I just got kicked out of the area, go figure. But actually, it wasn't like I got a whole lot of pictures to begin with. But it looks really nice, at least the skeletal side of it. But, as I was trying to say before I ended up having to leave the area, they're asking a lot for people in order to get over here. See, I'm walking towards the PATH train now, and they tout the convenience of it being near PATH train. Now, for those of you who aren't from the area, the PATH train is actually a subway that goes between pretty much Midtown and Lower Manhattan, and into Hoboken, Newark, Harrison, where I am right now, Jersey City, and you know, the station is supposed to be right over here. There's a whole lot of land from the PSE&G, which is the energy company of one of the energy companies in New Jersey. But what should have been just a 6-7 minute walk can actually turn out to be a 10 to 15 minute walk, depending on where you're coming from and how many people you're with, how slow it is. You're asking a lot for people to come over here to the area this way. But hey, you know what? People are spoiled about the convenience of just being able to be one stop away from the stadium or one stop away from certain malls or whatever else. That's sort of what we're used to, I guess, in this area. But, you know, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out for Red Bulls fans as well as soccer fans. The one thing you can say about this area is that there's a huge, it's a very diverse area in terms of the Latino population. You just have pretty much any and every nationality represented of the Latin American community here in New Jersey, especially. So it's going to be interesting to see how much of those fans, that's what they're looking for. That's something that I believe both senators, Frank Lautenberg and Bob Menendez, mentioned in the video they did, which I actually linked below here. But this is also a very industrial area, or at least used to be. And there's going to be a lot of cleanup, a lot of construction they have to do. They say they're trying to get this place ready by March. But it's been a long time coming. This has been about 10 years in the making. So it's going to be interesting to see how they try to work this out. And I'm hoping to probably do a little bit more as time comes along, but depending on whatever sort of limits they impose on people trying to get to the area, we'll see what happens. But it's another video from me. Looking forward to you guys having comments and thoughts, and I will talk to you soon.